Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Leela WebDev. Today we are going to talk about the Android services, one of the most important concepts in the Android development. By the end of this video, you will know everything about services, how they work, the different types, and even how to implement them in the Android Studio. So let's get started. A service in an Android application component that can perform long running tasks in the background. So that is the main purpose of the service. It's an Android application component it will perform long running operations unlike activities service don't have a user interface. So activities have a user interface and also a Kotlin class, right? But here it doesn't have any user interface. They run silently in the background while the user continues using the app. A service can be started by another component, for example clicking a button on your app, something like that. So now normally the services are there are three main types of services. For example, first one is the foreground service. The user can actually see what is happening. For example, downloading a big file. The user sees a notification or progress bar. Even if the user leaves the app, the service continues running until the task is done. And another one is the background service. Runs silently with no notifications. Example, an app compressing the photos before saving them into your gallery. The user don't see it, doesn't interact with it, but it improves the performance. And the last one is the bound service. Works in a client server relationship. The component or the client is directly connected to the service. When the client stops, the service also stops. Example, something like music player. It sends the data like song name, duration or text track to the player. When you close the app, automatically the music stops. So there are two main service classes actually. So how we can implement these scenarios? One is the standard service class. So this standard service class runs on the main thread of the application, good for small tasks, but if the task is large like downloading a movie or something like that, so it will slow down the your app. And another one is the job intent service class. So subclass of a service runs on a separate thread, better for long background class tasks. It requests its own processor share so it doesn't slow down your app. So just we'll build a small project with three buttons. So start a classic service, start a job intent service, and like that. So we'll try to see it. So let's try to implement that one. So let's try to implement this code. So here what I would be trying to do it is, so let's go to our activity underscore main.xml file. So here let us have the code view. I will go to the code view and I will remove this entire thing. Okay. And I will use the linear layout. So here this one will be match underscore parent layout. I will try to remove this one off. Yeah. So layout width will be match underscore parent and layout height will be match underscore parent, and orientation I want to make it as an vertical. Okay. And I want to make the gravity as center, and padding I will give the padding as, sorry, not total padding, as 20 dp, and I will, sorry, 20 dp, and I will have the id as id plus main. So this is our linear layout. Okay. And here let's close this linear layout. And next one, what I will have one button. Okay. And this one will be wrap underscore content, and this one is also wrap underscore content. And here what I can do it is, so here I can have an id saying start classic service. Okay. And here text I want to show the text also, start classic service. Okay. So this is one button which you'll be having, and another button you will be having, and another button. Okay. This is another button which I want to try to give it. So here also, this one also have the wrap underscore parent, and this one also wrap underscore parent. Okay. And the id will be start job, okay, job intent service. So this one runs on the thread, not main thread. So here let's try to add the margin top. Okay. 20 dp. Here you can have the text as stop, sorry, start job intent service. Okay, let's try to see the design view how it will looking. Yeah, here this is the thing. And the last one which I want to have it is the same button. I will try to use it, but here this time you will have something like stop classic service. So here you will be having stop classic service, and here you can have stop classic service, stop classic service. So this is the linear layout, so which we are having it. So buttons we have created it. Now let's go to the main activity file. So here I will try to import these files. So here I have already, so these are the buttons which I would be trying to have it. Let's import this button. So I already have the code with me. So now here I have added these buttons. So let's try to use the find view by id. So here I will be going here and I will be adding the find view by id. Start classic service is equal to find view by id of this one. Start in job intent service, I am using this one. Stop classic service, I am using this one. So now I want to start the classic service. Before starting the classic classic service, so just I need to create the file for this one. So here let's go into this, and here I will create a new Kotlin class that is nothing but classic service example. Okay, so this is the thing which I would be trying to serve, and now this should derive from the service. This is a standard service, so you can add it like this, and this will force you to implement a method that is nothing but onBind method, I think. So here onBind method, yeah, so you can use it like this. And for right now, so there is no need for this one, so you can return the null. Okay, and now let's override the methods. There's something like on create. So when this is created on create, you can have something like, so here you can write log.d here message. I can have the message, and here I can say that classic service started. And next one what I want to do it is the, so here the on start command. So this is the place where the service will be executed. So on start command, so this one is the command. So on start command, so here what I can do it, so here before returning this one, so here I can use the log.d. okay, log.d of message. I can use the message, and here I can write it something like classic service started. Okay, classic service started, and we need to know in which thread it has been run. So here you can use the log.d, and here you can use the message again, and here you can use thread I can use it. So I need to use the dollar. So here dollar of, I can use something like thread dot current thread dot name. You can use the name here. That's it. So now here last one is the on destroy. So, okay, let's try to use the on destroy. So after the on destroy, so you can use the log dot t, and here I can have a message. So classic service stop. So you can have the message something like classic service stop. So this is all the code which you are trying to have it. Okay, so now let's go to our activity.main.kt file, and here what I want to do it is, so I want to start the service. So here start classic, yeah, in this one I need to do it, start classic service dot set on click listener. So in this one I need to create the intent. So here I need to send the first one is the main activity, and here you need to call this one classic service example class.java. So fine, we are sending it this one, and we need to start the service. So here start service. So here you start the service and you need to give the intent. Okay, in the same scenario, so if you want to stop the service means, so just in the same scenario you can use it something like this. So here, where it has been went, yeah, here you can add it like this, and intent classic service, so like this. So in order to make this service start, so what we need to do it is, in the manifest file you need to write it. So here in the activity, so here you need to mention the service and name is equal to like this. So that's it. Okay, so let's run this app and we'll see whether the code is getting, whether the service is getting started or not. So just we'll try to see where it will be getting executed. Let's see the output for this one. It may take some time. Now here it is running. So here I will try to take the level of debug and I will use the message. Okay, so let's try to see the only messages which we can able to see it. Yeah, fine, let's go on to here. Fine, so let's try to run this one. So start the classic service. So here you will be able to see the message has been started. So here classic service started. So here you'll be able to see, and the thread is main, it is executing. Started by 2 times it has been started. So let's try to see whether I have used the, okay, so 2 places I have used it. So here it should be something like created. Okay, so 3 created, and now when I want to stop the service, so let's try to see it. So here if I want to stop it, so here classic server has been stopped, on destroy has been executed. So this is the basic service which you will be able to see it, but it is running in the main thread. So if you want to make your service running in the background thread means, so then what we need to do, so we need to start the job intent service. So here let's try to create a new file, that is nothing but job intent service. So I will be creating this one. So here I will create this in our Kotlin class. So here new file, new Kotlin class file, that is nothing but job intent service example. So we can have it like this, and here in this one what I want to do it is, so here you will be extending the job in, so job intent service. So this one is deprecated actually, so we need to use the WorkManager for in order to implement the background tasks. So just I want to explain it to you, so later on we will learn about this WorkManager things also. So just I am trying to use this on handle method. So here in this on handle method only we will be trying to use it. So here I will be implementing log.d. Okay, and here I will use the message tagging, and here I will write job intent service started. Okay, and this one is something like log.d. Yeah, so here you can use it like this. So fine, let's try to do what is the current thread it is running. So the current thread it is running means, so you can use it something like this, and I will try to use the message here. Yeah, so fine. So now on destroy method, so you will be having an on destroy method. So on destroy method. Okay, so here super on destroy, so here I can use the log.d, and here I can use the message, and it is job intent service stop. This is the thing. And now I need to create a static method. So in Kotlin actually we don't have a support to the static method. So for this one what we need to do it is, so we need to create the companion object. In this companion object, so we can create our own function, so that I can call this own function outside. So here I can use the my background without creating the object actually. So my background service. So this is the own function I am creating. Context, I need to send the I will be sending the context for this one. Text, and the another one is the intent. So I will send the intent to this one. That's it. And here what I will be writing, I will enqueue the work, and I need to send the context for this one. So context, and here we can use the, so which one we need to use, so job intent, the job intent service example class.java, and the last one will be unique ID. We need to send it. That is nothing but one. I will try to send it, and the last one is the intent. Okay, that's it. Finish. So now we can able to execute it. In order to execute this one, so what we need to do is we need to give some permissions to this one. So let's go to our Android manifest XML. So here we need to call the service. So we need to register the service here. So there is nothing but JobIntentService. So for this one, in order to give the access to run in the asynchronous thread, so we need to give the permission. Okay, so here we can do Android dot permission dot bind underscore job underscore service. Okay, so this is the permission which I need to give it. So apart from this one, so we need to give another permission also, wake lock. So why? Because so when your screen when your phone in the lock method, so the CPU resources and all those things will be down, so then the service will not able to use the CPU resource. So that's why, so we need to give the wake lock. So that's it. So let's try to refresh this page and we'll see the output for this one, so whether we can able to see the output or not. So let's try to see it. So here we are able to see the output. Now here in our logcat, let's open the logcat. Yeah, here, so we can able to see the message. So now here, if I click on the job intent service, so here you will be able to see, where is that one? Job intent service is being started or not? Let's try to see it again. So let's delete this one all, and I will try to click on this one again. Okay, I'm able to click on this one or not? I have clicked on this one, but we are not able to see. Let's try to stop this one and rerun this again. I will try to check it again. So here it is not firing still. So what is the problem is, in the main activity we haven't bind that one, right? So let's try to bind this one also, then only it will work. Actually I forgot to write the bind. So here we need to create start job intent service dot set on click listener. So here we need to start the intent. So val intent is equal to intent of, we need to send the context this comma, and here we need to send job intent service example class.java, and here we need to start job intent service dot my background. So here you'll be able to see the job intent service example. What is this one? Job intent service example dot my background service, and here we need to pass the context and also the intent. That's it. So now let's try to refresh this page again and we'll try to see the final output. Then you will be able to see the output for this one. So here we are able to see fine. Let's execute this one. So here classic is started, so here it is stopped. When I click on this job, so here we are able to see the thread it is running in the classic is main thread, but here it is running in a normal background thread. So this is how the job intent service and the classic service is there. So hope you understood about this concept. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.